This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto. This is Sportscentre presented by Montana's Barbecue Bar. And the East Finals continues tonight as the Panthers are at home taking on the Hurricanes. And if there were ever a series that could define one-sided, it would be this one. For 3 games, Florida has outscored Carolina by a ridiculous 12 goals. And of course, they're up 3-0. Just to put this into some context, it's been 30 years since a team outscored their opponent by even 10 goals through the first 3 conference finals games. And the last to do it better than the Panthers were the Bruins from over 50 years ago, a team that was led by 23-year-old Bobby Orr. So what Florida is doing right now is not just dominant, it's historic. But with maybe the most impressive thing is how the Panthers have gotten here. It hasn't been an all-time heater by just 1 or 2 players, but rather a whole team effort. 14 of Florida's 19 skaters have registered a point, and 8 of them have scored more than a point per game. So for good reason, the Panthers are expected to close out the series tonight. And they're also the front runners for the Stanley Cup over on FanDuel. And we'll see whether the Panthers can finish off their historic sweep at home tonight. Out west, the Oilers are also doing their part to set up a Stanley Cup Finals rematch. Edmonton was dominant on Sunday, winning 6-1 to take the lead over the Stars. A game where Connor McDavid put to rest any rumors of a lack of goal scoring on his part. After scoring just 3 times in his first 13 games, McDavid broke through with a pair and had 3 points altogether to jump Leon Draisaitl and Mikko Rantanen in the scoring race. And what can you say about Stuart Skinner? Another outstanding performance, albeit not a shutout this time. 33 saves on 34 shots is not that bad. As usual, you're not sure exactly what you're going to get with Edmonton's goalie. In 4 wins these playoffs, he's allowed a single goal, while giving up 20 in his 4 losses. So just how confident can you be with this guy? Well, if you happen to believe in Skinner, FanDuel's offering 85-1 odds for him to win the Conn Smythe. Granted, he'll likely have to hold off the Panthers and outduel Bob. Plus, he's got arguably the best 2 players in the world on his team. But at those odds, you could do a lot worse. I'm just so excited for Edmonton and their fans, you know? To the NBA, and we got a series out west after the T-Wolves rolled the Thunder a couple nights ago. That's setting up a crucial Game 4 tonight in Minnesota. Saturday night was all Ant, just as you'd expect. He had 30 points in Minnie's 42-point win over Shea in OKC, eliciting this response from the MVP.
It happens. Like, you're never going to be perfect in life in a long season. Now you get punched. It's about getting back up. It's about responding, and that's what the next challenge is. We got punched in the mouth today, and next game we're either going to get back up or not, and we'll lose the game, but we have a decision to make for sure.
She had his lowest scoring game of the season in Game 3 and spent the last 16 minutes and change on the bench. But are you really expecting 2 straight performances like that from him? These playoffs, he's averaging 31 points per game after losses, which is pretty standard. But Shea's shooting 61% from the field in those games. FanDuel's also not ready to throw in the towel on SGA and the Thunder. They still have them as the odds-on favorites to win the finals. And you know OKC isn't winning this thing without Shea grabbing the MVP. That's why FanDuel has him as the runaway favorite for that award. We love a little Canadian content. Now, that Thunder T-Wolves game is not the only big one going down tonight in Minnesota. The PWHL Finals continue with the Charge and the Frost, and we might just have a trophy handed out in this one. Minnesota is on the brink of winning the 2nd ever Walter Cup, following their triple OT win over Ottawa on Wednesday.
Shepard's just in great position to be able to help out, to hold on to that puck.
This line has been everywhere. Hamlerova hoping to end it. It's goal! She gets it done! Katie Nolan, triple overtime!
In true PWHL fashion, this series has been tight, with a trio of overtime games, each ending in the same score. A win tonight in Minnesota is a back-to-back champ, and you really can't talk about this team without talking about Taylor Heisey. Last year's playoff MVP has been doing it a different way this time around. Heisey has a league-high 6 assists in the postseason, and has a chance to bring home a couple more pieces of hardware with the big win tonight. Meanwhile, Ottawa's looking for anyone that can score. The Charge finished tied for last in goals in the regular season, and that trend is rearing its head in the finals. Terezia Venishova finished 2nd in the league in goals this season, but hasn't scored yet in the playoffs. But she did have a hat trick against Minnesota a few months back. So if someone's ready to go off, it might just be her, or, you know, let's give another round for our girl, Emily Clark, Saskatchewan's very own. You can catch tonight's game between Minnesota and Ottawa on TSN. Courage begins at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. That's it for me today. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Shout out Saskatoon.